It's it's the summer solstice today. Even if you're not spiritual, stick around because this has some deeper meaning. So the science of this, it's the longest day of the year and the shortest night of the year, and it happens twice a year. In the winter solstice, the north is pointed away from the sun, and today, the summer solstice, is pointed. So apparently I can't talk today, and I'm gonna blame the summer solstice. Actually, this is a good segue in what I wanted to talk about, and it's how to find balance within your emotions when things outside of you are disrupting you, whether it is people, situations, what's happening in the world, summer solstice, full moon, Mercury retrograde. Another example is the weather. We just recently had a heat wave, and yes, we are physically affected. Emotionally, after a few days, people are starting to get delusional. We're exhausted. It's hot. We don't know what to do with ourselves. It is going to affect our internal world. But we need to understand to find the balance, because if we are giving up our power and saying that anything external is going to affect us, that means that we don't know our inner power. And although we may not control our full reality, we definitely have a big influence on it. Generally, seasons represent different things emotionally. For example, winter brings safety, comfort, relaxation, and rest. Even if you live in Australia and you just have to wear a little warm sweater, or you live in Canada where it's crazy blizzards, the emotional feeling is generally the same. And the way we connect that is typically what we see going on in nature. Spring, for example, is rebirth, renewal, super connecting, or even disconnecting. Animals connecting with each other and mating, and then after leaving each other. So you'll see that with humans, a lot of breakups, a lot of new relationships. But summer and the summer solstice represents balance, playfulness, and simply just experiencing. So for this summer solstice, I would encourage you to experience all emotions without judgment. It's easy to point the finger and say, you are making me feel this way. I would instead turn it around and say, what am I feeling? Whatever is happening externally, sit with the emotion and try not to judge it. Try not to label things externally. This person did this, or summer solstice is making me do this. Instead, redirect it and say, I am feeling sad. I am feeling overwhelmed. I am feeling angry. This way, instead of having that thing or that person have power over you, you are reclaiming yourself by owning your emotions. And then you tell yourself, it's okay to feel. I'm allowed to feel. Finding the balance is understanding that even though we cannot control everything in our external world, we can become aware and validate what is happening in our internal world.